You know how people always say scientists are boring, like they just sit in labs all day mixing potions and muttering to themselves in equations? It's the lab coats, isn't it? Makes everyone look like they're about to ask you for a urine sample. But trust me, some scientists, they're anything but boring, and today we're diving into the world of some seriously cool black scientists whose stories are more fascinating than any fiction. Get ready to have your Bunsen burner ignited, people, because things are about to get lit! You know how people say, "This is so boring, I'd rather watch paint dry"? Well, Benjamin Banneker could probably make watching paint dry fascinating. This dude built a clock entirely out of wood, and it kept perfect time for, like, decades. Patricia Bath, an ophthalmologist, wasn't just passionate about eyes, she was obsessed. I mean, who else do you think came up with a way to get rid of cataracts with lasers? Talk about bringing the heat. What's up, peanut butter lovers? You can thank George Washington Carver for that. But seriously, this guy didn't just invent peanut butter. He didn't, by the way. He found like 300 uses for peanuts. Talk about being productive. Ernest Everett just was all about those cells, man. He was like the ultimate cell whisperer, figuring out how they develop and what makes them tick. And trust me, cells are way more interesting than they sound, especially when you've got just on the case. Percy Julian's life story is like a movie script. Imagine this: a young boy in Alabama, denied a high school education because of segregation, goes on to become one of the most celebrated chemists of all time. That's Percy Julian for you. He even created a synthetic version of cortisone from soybeans, revolutionizing medicine. Mae Jemison wasn't just the first black woman in space. She was also a doctor, engineer, and all-around badass. I bet her dating app profile was like out of this world, literally. Imagine making sugar without risking your life and limbs. That's what Norbert Rillieux did with his revolutionary sugar refining process. He was like the original life hack king, making the world a sweeter and safer place, one sugar crystal at a time. Marie Maynard Daly was a pioneer in understanding the building blocks of life itself. DNA, I bet she looked at a plate of spaghetti and saw a tangled mess of genetic code. Now that's what I call dedication. So there you have it, folks. Proof that scientists are anything but boring, especially these incredible black scientists who not only changed the world with their groundbreaking work, but also could have probably killed it on stage with their stories. I mean, who wouldn't want to hear more about peanut-based inventions or a clock made of wood? These unsung heroes deserve their time in the spotlight. So go out there, do your research, and keep their legacies alive, because the world needs to know about their brilliance just as much as it needs their inventions.